You know, there are some ideas that we should strive to become independent, right? Strong, independent woman, strong, independent man, strong, independent teenagers, whatever, strong and independent. And to some extent, yes, that is true. We can become strong and independent from a specific person. For example, we can become financially independent from our family, from our spouse, from whatever, right? So yes, you can earn your own living without the need of your parents or a partner after a while. That's a way of viewing independence. Financially independent, it's a mouthful, but still, yes, you don't need I mean, you can, but you don't necessarily need somebody else. You can just work on yourself, do a good job, earn a good income, and be financially independent from somebody else. But in reality, you're never independent of anything. What we are, always are, as long as we're human beings on planet Earth, probably other planets as well in the future, we will always be not independent, not dependent, but interdependent. What that means is everything that we do depends on something else or somebody else. For example, me walking here by myself, I need clothes to wear, which somebody else had to create, and I purchased them. So I didn't build my own, I didn't manufacture my own clothes. Somebody did it for me. So I'm interdependent because I needed some other people to create clothes so I won't walk, naked in the woods. Somebody else created this technology which allows me to shoot this video and share it with you. A lot of people worked on that, a lot of people. I'm not independent. I had to work for a company in order to afford this technology to have myself recorded and share it with you. So I'm dependent on them to give me a salary. Of course, I give back my work and my lifespan, but still. So everything that I do, I need food, right? Well, I can buy food, but that means I'm interdependent because I depend on the help of others and they depend on my help, right? I work and I get paid. I do something, they do something for me. I do something for them, they do something for me. Food, of course, if I have the money, I go there and I pay. I go to a grocery store, I buy food, but that food was prepared by somebody else, right? They did their part, so they brought the food there. So we're interdependent. You might say, okay, well, I'm going to run off in the woods, no clothes, no food, and I'm just going to build my own shelter, build my own clothes from leaves, and I will eat berries and hunt wild boars. Fine, you can do that, but you're still interdependent or dependent of nature. You need nature to provide that for you, so you are able to achieve all those things. So again, as long as we are human beings inhabiting a physical body on this planet and probably future planets as well, we are always dependent on each other and on the environment we live in order to survive. So we're interdependent. There is no such thing as strong independent. That's just semantics. That's just a consolation prize made out of paper that somebody will give you. It's, oh, you're so strong and so independent. Until you get hungry and you need somebody else to prepare the food for you. Even if you're the cook, where did the ingredients come from? We can never be fully independent. We don't have to be fully independent. We're always interdependent as long as we're in this physical form. So maybe when we go back home to non-physical, we might say we're fully independent, but all the stories show quite the opposite, that we're a big family there, that everything is united, that whatever. So we still, the only way to be fully independent would be if you are somehow fully disconnected from all that is, and you don't need oxygen, you don't need water, you don't need food, you don't need clothes, you don't need anything and anybody, and you just survive through energy from the ether, right? But you're still interdependent from, or dependent on the energy from the ether, right? So if you really fully disconnect, you don't even need the energy of all that is. You just exist in your own isolated world. Then maybe yes, maybe you are truly strong and independent. But I don't see how that is possible, because existence doesn't seem to be working that way. Existence is all inclusive, but really inclusive. All that is contains all that is, positive and negative, and it's all together. I don't see how existence can have a void with independent beings in there. And if they are, they depend on the void. There's no such thing as independence. Maybe just independence from your spouse. You can earn your own salary, so you don't have to beg for money from your spouse or your family. Sure, that's the kind of level. Or maybe you can become your own boss and you don't depend on other people. Sure, but you depend on other people and your environment for everything else. So I guess so much for that idea of strong, independent. Yeah, I don't know about that. So much for that.